everybody. My name is Shehzhadee and I'm the Managing Director of Shehzhadee Law Corporation. I practice Sharia law amongst my other areas of practice. Today's video is the latest video in a series of videos on the Muslim law of inheritance, also known as the Faraid. Specifically, this video will share about the categories of beneficiaries who are entitled to inherit from a deceased Muslim under the Faraid. If you or your loved ones are Singaporean Muslims or Muslims domiciled in Singapore, you need to know this. Firstly, what is Faraid? Faraid is the Islamic laws of inheritance. When a Muslim domiciled in Singapore, meaning who lives or who treats Singapore like his home, passes away, the Administration of Muslim Law Act provides that the deceased assets must be distributed according to Faraid. Faraid, which is derived from the Quran and Sunnah, deals with the prescribed distribution of a deceased Muslim's assets to his legal heirs, also known as his Faraid beneficiaries. Under Muslim law, an individual is entitled to inherit from a deceased Muslim based on certain grounds. In the Singapore context, the following are the two most common grounds. Firstly, inheritance through marriage, so a spouse, and secondly, inheritance through blood relations. For inheritance through blood relations, we have covered this in a separate video as to who these blood relatives who are excluded from inheriting are. To see the share of each blood relative entitled to inherit under the Faraid, you may proceed to the Sharia Court website and access the trial inheritance calculator. This calculator will show you the prescribed share of each Faraid beneficiary upon the death of any person. The second category is inheritance based on marriage. It's quite clear that spouses can inherit from each other when they are married. However, how about if the spouses are divorced? Does it mean that the moment parties get divorced, they automatically lose the right to inherit from their ex-spouses? The answer is no, not necessarily. So long as these two conditions are satisfied, a person may actually inherit from his or her deceased ex-spouse. So what are these two conditions? Number one, the ex-wife is still in her iddah period. In Singapore, the iddah period is generally calculated as 3 months from the date of divorce. And the second condition is the type of divorce pronounced by the ex-husband was a revocable divorce. A revocable divorce, as the name suggests, is one where the divorce can be revoked. In other words, where parties may reconcile. I will speak in greater detail about the different types of divorces in a separate video on Muslim divorces. But suffice to say for this video, it's sufficient to know that there are two types of divorces, revocable and irrevocable divorces. So again, there are two criteria before you can inherit from your ex-spouse. Number one, if the wife is still in her iddah period. And number two, if the divorce that was pronounced is a revocable divorce. I hope this was beneficial and enlightening to you, especially for prospective executors of wills. If you like our bite-sized content, continue to follow us on YouTube for more videos like this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.